Hey, it's Pastor Mike. I'll keep this short because I know you want to listen to today's message. You're here because you want to continue growing in your faith, and we at Time of Grace want the exact same thing for you. Just visit us at timeofgrace.org, and you'll find a ton of resources at your fingertips, like sermons, videos, books, devotions, our blog, and of course, more podcasts. See you there.
Why pray if God already knows what you're going to say? Recently, someone asked me that question at our church's annual Q&A Sunday. Like, what's the point? If God is God, if God knows all things, why do you need to tell him what you need or what you want or what you're sorry for? He already knows. Why are we wasting our time with an unnecessary conversation? If God knows what you're going to say, then why pray? Well, there's a little bit of logic to that. God is omniscient. That fancy word that means he knows everything. So he knows you, your feelings, your heart, your experiences. Why bother? Well, here's a really simple answer. Because God says. So are there passages in the Bible where God says, pray, call upon me? Yes. Did Jesus teach his disciples to pray? Yes. Did the Apostle Paul tell us to pray continually? For sure. Is there a thing like the Lord's Prayer where Jesus actually gives us an amazing script or outline to follow? For sure. So you have to say, according to the Bible, the answer is pretty obvious. You should pray. Does God know everything? Yes. Should you still pray? Yes. But if you're a person who likes to, debate or get down to the reasons at the bottom of something, you would still ask, well, why? Why would Jesus and Paul and the whole Bible tell us to do it if God already knows it? Well, I love the answer that we find in Psalm 50. In Psalm 50, God is talking about those days when you're in trouble, when you need help. Maybe for you, you really messed something up and you're just troubled by something you can't change. That thing you said, that choice you made, that's your day of trouble. Or maybe it's a medical thing. It's cancer, there's a surgery, something's wrong with the baby, the doctors are concerned. It's a really troublesome day. You might have relational issues with your kids or your partner, whatever it is. Here's this day of trouble. Listen what God says about such days. Psalm chapter 50, verse 15. Call on me in the day of trouble. Cry out to me, call me, send me a text as you start to pray and have this conversation. Call on me in the day of trouble. Here's why. I will deliver you and you will honor me. You hear those three steps? You call on me, you pray. I'll answer, I'll deliver you. And after I deliver you, you will honor me. Which makes total sense when you think about it. If you never prayed and God just answered, would you realize that God had answered? If you never asked for safe travels or food or resolution and you just got it, would you be wise enough to remember that God was the one who had given it? I have a hunch you'd be a lot like me and you'd forget God was part of that process. You think it was just dumb luck or a good day or something just happened. No. When prayer is part of the conversation, when you ask and then God answers, when you need something and then God provides it, you think, wow, thank you, God. Like the psalm says, you honor him, the relationship gets stronger. Right? If all the meals in our home just appeared on the table and my kids couldn't see me or they didn't talk to me, would they think, well, mom and dad made this meal for us? Or being part of that conversation, seeing it up close, strengthens the relationship because the point of your life is not just getting the stuff that you're praying for. The point of your life is a relationship with God. And so if prayer is included, the relationship gets stronger. Call on me in the day of trouble, God says, I will deliver you and you will honor me. That's why you pray, even though God already knows what you're going to say.